Sustainable Way kicking off in Cape Town this weekend. The first Sustainable Brands Conference in Africa, bringing together experts from around the globe to interact with local creative branders. In a world where water and food security is not guaranteed, waste becoming increasingly problematic, branders are under pressure to show consumers that they care. About 80 speakers covering topics including water, supply chains, climate change, waste and the green economy. Well, former Finance Minister Trevor Manuel opened the event on Saturday, calling on companies to up their game and go beyond ticking boxes on sustainability reports. He also called for better laws to deal with endangered species and forests. Well, we're now joined by one of the speakers, David Katz, an entrepreneur based in Canada, the founder of the Plastic Bank. Of course, this acts as a broker for recycling companies that receive discarded plastic bottles from collectors from underprivileged communities. Welcome to you, David. He joins us live from our Seapoint studio. Let's start with the big picture. Plastic pollution, a huge issue around the world. What's the situation at the moment? Is it getting better or worse?
Well, it's getting worse. The commodity price of petroleum is driving down, driving down the price of virgin material. That depleted price in virgin material is driving down the price of recycled material, and it's relating to almost a 90% reduction in global recycling rates. It's an environmental tragedy that's occurring that is sadly tied to the commodity price of petroleum.
Your solution is social plastic, breaking it down, allowing the collectors to receive something in return. Just tell me how it works and what you're seeing in the areas that you're operating in.
Yeah, especially in those areas that are most hard hit by that commodity price of petroleum, we create micro-recycling markets, an opportunity for the poor to use plastic as a currency. So not only can they bring it to one of our markets and exchange it for cash, which is so important, but in the areas that are hardest hit, they can exchange it for the things that need the most, like sustainable cooking fuel, or opportunities to charge their phone, or cell phone minutes, or power, or charcoal, or sustainable cook stoves themselves, and a variety of other items that enliven the collector and provide an additional opportunity to reveal the value in the very material that becomes the plight of their community. And that plastic we offer to the brands that want to exhibit social responsibility. And all they need to do is buy a material that has helped people transcend poverty. And we focus on those areas that plastic would have been ocean bound. And we solve two issues at the same time: poverty and ocean plastic.
David, is it working? Because that is the dream, to eliminate pollution and at the same time create jobs, eliminate poverty. Can this be significantly scaled to make a huge difference?
Yeah, it's exactly what we're doing. I mean, we've created the basic structure of a global organization that can be implemented anywhere that there's extreme poverty. And it just so happens that wherever there's extreme poverty, there's extreme environmental degradation as well. And the two solve each other. And it's really a global endeavor to, change both at the same time. It's about loving people and gathering everyone together to be a part of that change. And we ultimately connect with the consumer, and the consumer wants that change. I haven't met a consumer that is happy about the amount of plastic that's in the ocean, nor are they happy about the rates of extreme poverty. And when we can connect the two and they can make a decision to buy something that has social plastic in it, well, it's a great story for the brand as well, that wants to be able to exhibit that they're the ones creating that change.
Well, you've preempted a question, because do consumers really care? I wanted to ask you, this sustainable branding conference comes in Africa while we've just seen the VW scandal. A lot of people economically hard hit. Do they have the resources, the time, the energy to be brand conscious, socially conscious as well?
Oh, they are. Yeah, more so than in any time in history. That millennial, that Gen Z, they're the most brand loyal generation in history. And they're the most brand loyal to those organizations or those brands that exhibit cause, true cause, authentic cause. There's a lot that talk about it. There's not that many that actually exhibit it. And that's what we provide. And we connect with that millennial, that new generation. It's hitting them harder than ever. And they understand it more now with the access to the internet and information and the pictures of marine mammals around the world and whales that are dying and birds that are, the starving full, and they're connected with that, and it touches them. And we look at the rise of, organizations like even Tom's Shoes, that one for one, so very important for the millennial to connect to. And that's exactly what we provide. We just provide that infrastructure for the brand. Makes it very easy for them. There should be no reason why they don't do it.
Well, I think this is a great opportunity. Why don't we talk about a few brands? Because I think it's worth it. Who's joining this mission?
Oh, that's such an excellent question. I can tell you that we deal with some of the world's largest organizations. Unfortunately, I don't have that ability to exemplify them here in this media. But we've got really the top global brands that are true plastics consumers and users that are in the midst of beginning a implementation with the material. And we have a great. We just had one of the world's largest computer manufacturers visit us at our operations in Haiti, just to ensure the fair trade of the material. Very exciting with them, where they're going to use it in their packaging. It's critically important for that millennial, the people who are buying computers today. And then I'm off back to Europe this next week with one of the world's largest petroleum manufacturers, and they're very excited about launching a product in their convenience stores globally. And we've got a lot, more and more traction is occurring all the time. And it's really, we're just really at the beginning of this. And so the more that we exhibit social plastic in the economy, the more that know that it's available, and the more that know that that's an option, that's the beginning of it. And we'll see a tipping point coming very soon. We're excited by that. And more importantly, we know that it's connecting everyone together. It really is, I can emphasize it again, but it's really gathering together. And so that if you go to the store and buy a bottle of shampoo, when you take that bottle off the shelf, you are in essence gathering together with some of the world's poorest to collect that from the ocean. And then that material, that value, typically that transcends into their children going to school.
David, I'm excited about this. It's great to have you in the country, and what a fantastic idea. That was the founder of the Plastic Bank, David Katz, one of the speakers at the Sustainable Brands Conference, still happening in Cape Town. Now we end with this.